I ain't been on camera in a long time. As you can see, I haven't had a haircut in a long time. Like Kendrick Lamar said, I've been going through something. But anyway, we got a video we about to react to. Today, we're going to be reacting to Wrestling Betrayals. And this video is by Voice of Excellence. Shout out to Voice of Excellence, man. I see he been doing his thing, you know what I'm saying? He got 1,000 subs. Make sure y'all sub to his channel and all that. Blah, 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 blah. Without further ado, let's get into this video, man.
Look at all these niggas behind me. There's no amount of money you could give anyone in this room to slime. Like, and that's why I fuck with you, Janaya. It could be $5. She wouldn't slime me out. It could be $5,000. She not slime me out. No. It could be $5 million. She not slamming me out. It could be $5 million. She not slamming me out.
Backdoors have been part of the human civilization since the beginning of recorded history. Now, for anyone not familiar with the term backdoor, it pretty much is just slang for betrayal done behind your back, but betrayal done behind your back by someone that you consider to be your mans or your day one. We call it a backdoor because they didn't face you face to face and do it, they did it behind your back. A majority of backdoors are done out of jealousy, like Cain killing his brother Abel, which was the first backdoor in human history, or when Scarfuck ass betrayed Mufasa. WWE might be the single greatest institution for this type of behavior, no cap.
I'm not playing.
Man, this one right here, bro. I'm a Rey Mysterio fan, but I'm not like the biggest Rey Mysterio fan like some people is. This was one of the most craziest, shocking betrayals, but I also seen it coming at the same time. And it was funny as hell because like Batista was not playing with Rey Mysterio. Like he like, yo, I'm not playing. Like I'm about to rip your head off. And then that whole, you're supposed to be my friend. That's the funniest. That's like the funniest WWE betrayal I've ever seen, bro. Like no lie. Like, to this day, just the clothesline by itself is funny as hell.
Because in wrestling, we have seen plenty of friends betray their friends. We've seen tag team partners betray their tag team partners, and brothers backdoor their own brothers. Like Matt and Jeff Hardy, for example. Going into Royal Rumble 2009, Jeff Hardy was one of the most over acts in the company since Stone Cold. He had just won a WWE championship. The crowds was going crazy for this man every single week. And I know y'all heard it a million times, but I'm going to reiterate it for y'all one more time. This nigga was bigger than Obama in 2008 and 2009. While all this was going on, Matt Hardy had been watching all this from the sideline and became jealous. He became jealous that it was not him in that position, but instead his brother, Jeff Hardy. Royal Rumble 2009. Jeff Hardy versus Edge for the WWE championship. No disqualification match. Somebody runs down mid-match, sets up a concerto with Jeff Hardy on Edge, and then swings and hits Jeff on the head with the chair instead. That somebody was Matt fucking Hardy.
There is no such thing anymore as the Hardy Boys.
This was the first backdoor I had ever witnessed live as a young boy. And what made it even worse was that this nigga helped Edge of all people. Edge. This man could have chose any other time.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like that's actually crazy because that's the first time I actually seen like a betrayal happen in real time. Because I remember watching the Royal Rumble live. I never at this time watched any pay-per-views live. It was rare. You know what I'm saying? Anytime it came to watching a pay-per-view, you watch a pay-per-view the day after, or you wait till it go on demand. And on demand was charge you like $60 for a pay-per-view. And if you accidentally ordered a pay-per-view for $60, oh man, don't let Ma Dukes or your pops find out, bro. It's raps. I'm keeping it a bean with you. But Edge, one of my favorite wrestlers, if not my favorite wrestler. But to see Matt Hardy do Jeff Hardy like this for Edge of all people, the same person that took your big leader, like come on, man, nuts, crazy. Like I'm disgusted, man. I'm mortified. Keep it a bean with you to this day. Shout out to Edge, though. Shout out to Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy. You know what I mean?
Specifically the backdoor Jeff. But he chose that one night against Edge. And this is around the time that I absolutely despised Edge as a young boy, bro. I could not stand this dude.
Edge is my goat.
Every single time one of my favorite superstars was in a match with Edge, this was all I heard at the end of the match. I got tired of that song after a while, bro. But back to Matt Hardy. That nigga broke every heart in the hood that day, bro. The streets still haven't forgiven this nigga to this day for what he did. But Matt Hardy ain't the only nigga to backdoor his brother, because Big Jim, Jimmy Uso, also did some backdoor activities. After Money in the Bank, when the Usos had defeated Roman and Solo Sikoa in that tag team match, There was a segment on SmackDown, I believe it was, a week later, and Jimmy and Jay had got beaten down by Roman and Solo and had written Jimmy off of TV after that beatdown. Well, right after that, Jey Uso decided it was time to get some get back for his brother, but then he did something that Jimmy kind of took a little bit personal because he challenged Roman for a WWE title shot match at SummerSlam that year in 2023. Now look, I get where Jimmy was coming from. If I'm saying you just get hurt and then your brother go and challenge Roman for the WWE Championship literally as soon as you get hurt that same night, I get where he coming from. But look, me personally, I'm the type, if I see family thriving, listen, we all thriving, so you gotta support that, you know what I'm saying? But I guess Big Jim wasn't feeling that same way because in arguably Jay's biggest match of his career, Jimmy decided it was backdoor season and cost his own twin the title at SummerSlam. This kind of shocked me because I thought Big Jim was a thorough dude. I thought there was no way he could backdoor his brother, even with all the rumors leading up to the show.
I ain't gonna lie, it didn't make sense then, and it still don't make sense now. I will never understand the logic. Even though he explained it, it still doesn't make sense, bro. If I can recall correctly, he literally said the reason why he turned on him is because he was trying to become the new tribal chief or some shit like that. It wasn't even because he was fighting for the WWE Championship. It was just because he was trying to be the new tribal chief or some weird shit like that. If you gonna turn on your brother who literally was fighting because your cousin took you out, have a better excuse than that. I understand they was trying to set up the WrestleMania match and blah blah blah. The match was dog water anyway. We all can agree on that. That match single-handedly exposed both wrestlers as just being super kick demons, and that's it. Like super kick and Samoan drop demons and splash demons. It just wasn't a good look, man. It just wasn't a good look at all.
About him potentially betraying Jay. But then I remember Matt Hardy existed and he did the same shit to Jeff Hardy back in 2009. Now, I will say this. I did see a TikTok somewhere of someone who believes that they traced the real origin of this beef. Where it is back in 2014, in a segment on Main Event, Jimmy basically told Jay that his cooking was not good. And I must say that if this is true, then Jay's cooking must have been so bad that Jimmy was quietly plotting for 9 years to get revenge. 9 years of sitting across the table, forcing it down, smiling, nodding, lying to his brother's face, telling him that his meat was scrumptious. Pause. Meanwhile, the plan was already in motion.
Your cooking is good. No, scrumptious. Hell no. You don't like my chicken? You don't like my chicken? Hey.
I might have to hear Jimmy out on this one. How do you mess up chicken, son? This is genuinely the one back door in your entire list I might have to reconsider.
It's actually very easy to mess up chicken, honestly. Like, surprisingly, chicken is probably one of the easiest proteins to mess up cooking. Like, you cook a chicken and it's dry, or you undercook a chicken and it's bleeding, you messed it up. Messing up a chicken is very easily, you know what I'm saying, in respect to whichever twin messed up the chicken. But yeah, still, bro, like, come on, man. At least Matt Hardy traded on Jeff Hardy because he was jealous. Like, yo, y'all just passed me by. I got screwed over. I got fired. Edge took my bitch. You bring my brother back, and my brother be constantly fucking up all this other shit. I did everything y'all asked me to. Y'all give him the WWE Championship, World Heavyweight Championship, all this shit. I get stuck with the shitty version of the ECW title. Yeah, I'd be mad too. I had to fight MVP 50,000 times just to get a United States Championship. Yeah, I would be mad too. Jimmy Uso, oh man, I don't like the fact that you fighting Roman for the WWE Championship and you trying to be the new tribal chief. Man, stop it, man. Watch out.
Some things just cannot be forgiven, and being a bad cook is one of them. Now, Matt and Jimmy are snakes, no doubt, but neither one of them hold a candle to this next person on his list. It is June 2nd, 2014, one night removed from the Shield, putting absolute belt to Evolution at Extreme Rules. Next night on Raw, Batista quits and walks out of WWE in kayfabe, which leaves the Authority scrambling for a plan B. And I'm not talking about the plan B that your girl take after you know what.
Plan B. There's always a plan B.
And as Triple H infamously said, dealing with him, there's always a plan B. And that plan B was Seth Backdoor Rollins.
This one probably hurt the most.
And before he even swings it, you could hear the man in the crowd yell, "Oh my God!" And I need you to understand the pain in this man's voice was not coming from just a wrestling fan. No, this was coming from a human being who was about to witness the absolute worst canon event happen in real time. I felt every bit of that pain. Seth nails Roman in the back with the chair, and then Son proceeds to put absolute Timberlands on Dean Ambrose with that chair. Seth was folding this man so bad that homie bent the chair just by hitting Dean Ambrose with it. Listen, I get why Roman does not like Seth to this day. But I completely understand if Dean Ambrose wanted to completely erase this nigga off the face of the earth, because he did not have to kill him with that chair.
Yeah, he was
I
bending
seen why
that
this
chair
nigga Dean
up
Ambrose
like
wanted this
crazy.
man's soul every time that he got the chance to catch him, bro. It was on site every single time, no talking.
That's why I wasn't mad when he turned on him.
I've been counting paper, I got new cuts. Hood on my head, back in colors and the picture of Martin, not the Ku Klux. Blood on the entered through the exit, lit the room up. Took a long time to get the red carpet like a ladder, now I need a
Everything so far has at least been in kayfabe. But this next one wasn't cooked up in the creative room. No. This one was a real life back door. Matt Hardy and Lita had been together for 6 years. In 2004, Matt Hardy had went down with a knee injury. Lita and Edge both had similar neck injuries around the same time, so they started spending time together during recovery. And Edge at this point was married, not single. He was married on his second wife. So this is not a gray area. This was a deliberate decision made by two grown adults who knew exactly what they were doing. One day, Matt Hardy finds text from Edge on Lita's phone and absolutely loses his mind. He crashes out. He starts posting everything publicly online, which I ain't gonna lie, I feel like that's kind of a normal reaction for some people. Which, I mean, if you find out your girl just cheated on you, you most likely gonna air her out as a 304 to everybody online to see. WWE then fires Matt Hardy, the man who just got cheated on, for talking about it and airing it out online, which I can understand from a business standpoint. But then Vince goes and turns this whole real life situation into a TV storyline with Edge and Lita as a on-screen couple. This man monetized Matt Hardy's heartbreak into weekly content.
See, what he didn't mention is how when Matt Hardy got fired, they initially put Kane as the Matt Hardy proxy. Because remember, Kane just got through with the whole scrapist, oh yeah, I took Lita from Matt Hardy and I forced her into a relationship that was sexual with me and this baby thing and the baby and all that other stuff. And then he somehow got Lita stolen from him because Edge, and Lita, they set up Kane and then Kane was playing the Matt Hardy proxy until Matt Hardy got hired again. Until Vince was like, yo, we can make some bread off of this. Let me bring... Listen, y'all get it together. Y'all hate each other, cool, but y'all can make some money. Edge, you gonna be a star anyway. Matt Hardy, I'm giving you an opportunity to make some real money again. You ain't making no money like that on Ring of Honor. You're not gonna make no money on the indies. YouTube, it's only 2005. They not doing no AdSense program yet. So Matt Hardy agreed to it, and the whole time he was getting his ass kicked by Edge. He only won one match, and that was a steel cage match. Everything else he lost. He lost Street Fight. He lost the ladder match to go to SmackDown. Matt Hardy was just getting treated like absolute dog shit when he came back to the WWE. It's nuts. I understand why he left.
Content while he is sitting at home with walking papers.
Fist is
yeah, exactly, because your life is wrestling, and that's it. You can't separate, like I said before.
When I was out hurt, you stupid bastard, you lying coward, what did you do? You did everything you could do to get inside my girl's head and inside her pants.
Yeah, I waited for you to leave, Matt. No, you couldn't supply what a real man needs to supply. You can't do it. You're a little boy, plain and simple.
Matt Hardy eventually got brought back only to lose the Edge twice before being shipped off to SmackDown, effectively ending that feud and leaving this nigga with possibly the biggest L any nigga could possibly take. This man not only got his girl taken, but he got fired just to be brought back to lose 2 out of the 3 matches that they had and then get traded off to SmackDown. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, me, Vince, and Edge would have had to run a fade, bro.
And then be mid-card for the rest of his life. Even when he was ECW champion, he was still mid-card. Like, Vince is a diabolical nigga, man. Vince is a diabolical human being for that. Like, just this storyline alone is crazy, bro.
Now, every backdoor up to this point has had a specific reason behind it, a specific motivation. But these last 3 do not operate like that. These last 3 are not only people who just did a backdoor. Nah, these people are the backdoor. These are the people that will set you up and leave the backdoor wide open for your ops to come through. Loyalty is not a value that they hold. It is a resource they use until it runs dry and then they walk away at a completely normal pace like absolutely nothing happened. Let's start with Kevin Owens first. Because Kevin Owens might be the fakest nigga known to mankind. And I say that with respect because the commitment that this nigga has to this behavior across this many years and this many victims is genuinely something to study. His relationship with Sami Zayn alone could be his own YouTube video.
Yes.
Best friends since they were teenagers, came up together, got to the WWE together, and KO has turned on Sami Zayn so many times that I have lost count. And you would think that after a while, Sami Zayn would just stop trusting this nigga. But he doesn't. And I cannot keep feeling bad for somebody who's going to keep getting...
Because deep down inside, Sami Zayn is the same way. he's the same way. Don't let this act that he got going on right now, this whole moral compass act, fool you. Sami Zayn is the same way. It's the same way, bro. It's the same way. If this was Scream, Kevin Owens would be Billy, and Sami Zayn will be Stu. They the same way, bro. One of them just a little softer than the other. And it's Sami Zayn, unfortunately. But they the same way, bro. That's why you keep taking them back. That's why you keep being cool with him.
Backdoor and keep going right back to that same person trusting him. The one that sealed Kevin Owens' backdoor legacy forever for me is the Festival of Friendship in 2017. February 2017, Chris Jericho plans an entire event on Raw for Kevin Owens the night before Valentine's Day. Just the homie looking out for his homie.
Being your partner, it's made this last year the WWE one of my favorite years of my entire career, and a lot of that's because of you.
Come on,
this man had set up a portrait of those two, a magician off Craigslist, a cutout cardboard of Goldberg because Kevin Owens hated Goldberg around this time. I mean, we all did. And a whole production for his best friend on live television. Kevin Owens waits through every single bit of it.
You're my brother, okay? And I love you, man. Honestly, I really do. And I'm gonna have your back always. That's never gonna change, okay?
And at the most sentimental moment of the entire night, he gives Chris Jericho a gift. That gift was a new list. But what Chris Jericho didn't know, though, was that was not a list of Chris Jericho. Nah, that was a list of Kevin Owens. And his name was the first to be on that list.
Oh my God, no! Kevin Owens beating the hell out of Jericho! Just on the face of Owens.
Nuts.
How come my name's on this?
Dog, I have never been more hurt in my life by a sentence.
I'm telling you.
And the crazy part is, this ain't even the first time Chris Jericho has gotten backdoored. Because Christian backdoored this man in 2004 over Trish Stratus. I know y'all remember the one I'm talking about. Why does my nigga Chris Jericho keep leaving that backdoor open, bro? Up next, we got Paul Heyman and Triple H. I couldn't decide who got the #1 backdoor artist spot, so they share it. These two niggas are the founding fathers.
Ooh, that's a good question. I'm gonna be honest though. Triple H has turned on every friend or alliance that he's had, right? But it might have to be Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman turned on every single person. Now that I think about it, hold on. He didn't necessarily turn on Curtis Axel or Ryback. They kind of just fell off and he just left them in the dust. But he turned on Brock Lesnar, he turned on RVD, he turned on CM Punk, he turned on Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins. He just keep turning on people, bro. Triple H, he turned on Shawn Michaels, he turned on X-Pac, DX, Randy Orton, Batista, Seth Rollins. That's a good one, bro. That's a very, very good, like, compare. I didn't even think about that. But yeah, they would just be the wrestling equivalent of each other. Because Triple H is an elite wrestler, regardless of how people feel about him right now and the booking and all that stuff like that. And him marrying Stephanie McMahon to become Mr., COO and to get that opportunity he got, he's still an elite wrestler. Just like Paul Heyman is an elite manager / advocate / booker. So yeah, those two are the equivalent of each other. I could see that.
Of being slimy. Let's start with Paul Heyman first. I'm gonna name off all the people that have trusted this man. Big Show trusted him. CM Punk trusted him. Brock Lesnar trusted this man twice so deeply that he became an extension of his entire identity for years. Roman Reigns trusted him so much that he made him his special counsel. RVD trusted him, and he has turned his back on every single one of them. And what makes him different is that none of it was ever impulsive either. Every single time he waited until it was the worst possible moment for the person he was leaving and the best possible moment for him. This man has an internal algorithm running at all times, and when that calculation flips, you will not get a warning. You would just look over one night and he'll be standing over on the other side. The WrestleMania 41 moment where he betrayed CM Punk and Roman Reigns at the same time might be the greatest display of backdoor efficiency this industry has ever witnessed. Most people work one at a time, but this nigga Paul Heyman looked at the WrestleMania main event and said, I can do both tonight.
Paul, you better make the right choice. Paul Heyman has made his choice. Oh no! Say it! Paul Heyman low-blown his best friend.
And Paul Heyman is so good at the crying.
And now, oh my God! Paul Heyman, you suck! Low-blows his best friend in his drama team.
Hall of Fame backdoor artist.
Yo,
badge.
when he gave him the low blow, he said, and rubbed it in. That's crazy. That's nasty work, Paul. Nasty work.
July 22nd, 2002, Shawn Michaels had just come back after 4 years away from a back injury that everybody thought was a career ender. This man found God, he got his life together, and the only person he wanted to reunite with was his best friend, Triple H. DX reunites on the episode of Raw. They get in the ring, they grab a mic, and they do their little shtick for a couple of minutes on the mic, and then this nigga Triple H decides to start hyping up the crowd. He asks the people that if they are ready. You know, the usual, are you ready?
Are you ready?
And proceeds to hit one of the greatest pedigrees I've ever seen on Shawn Michaels.
What is this? Triple H with a pedigree of Shawn Michaels. God almighty. What the hell is it?
His best friend, who just spent 4 years relearning how to walk, chose him as the first person he wanted to come back to. And this is how he repaid him. But that's not even the worst part of all this. Nah, because let me tell you how insane this nigga was. Because the next week on Raw, somebody attacked Shawn Michaels in a parking lot and puts his head through a car window, leaving him bloody. And Triple H runs to the scene, acting completely distraught, like this man didn't just pedigree him the last week and was just in the middle of a promo calling this dude washed.
I'm doing as okay as I can.
Next week, playing detective on Raw, confronting the Big Show, confronting Booker T, running through the whole roster, demanding to know who did this to his best friend. Nigga, we know it was you. We seen the footage, nigga. We caught you in 4K. Okay, not 4K, but 240p.
How did they get you in
This shit
4K?
literally confused me as a kid because this nigga attacked his best friend, put his head through a car window, and then spent the entire
Smile,
week
bro,
pretending
it's
to
crazy.
investigate his own.
The smile, him being court and then going, probably one of the best heel turn reveals or whatever in general. Pedigree and Shawn Michaels attacking him, who done it, just for it to be like, nigga, it was you. And he go, dog. Triple H, man. God damn. It's a shame that he can't wrestle no more, man, because I miss that. That is missing in wrestling right now. That type of Triple H type of personality, man. It is crazy, man.
Like, that's how you know a nigga guilty, when they helping you look for something that they took. Nigga, I seen you take the charger, my nigga. Why are you helping me look for it? He did all this on his nigga's birthday, by the way. What the hell kind of birthday gift is this, bro? And of course, I can't forget the moment he kicked Randy Orton out of Evolution because he won the world title that he felt like he should have had, or when he turned on Ric Flair in 2005 for whatever reason. Or even the moment where he turned on his own handpicked guy, Seth Rollins, in 2017. Although, you know what? I think I'm gonna give him a pass on this one. Seth Rollins low-key deserved that for what he did to the show. Simply put, do not trust this nigga Triple H. As a matter of fact, don't trust anybody on this list. Only person y'all should trust is me. I would never backdoor y'all. Not even if I was offered $5 million to slide one of y'all out. I'm not doing it. Let me know y'all's picks down below for the biggest snake in WWE history. Follow the socials for more wrestling content.
Hey, man, shout out to Voice of Excellence, bro. That was a W video, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to his channel. Show him some love, man. This video, I remember seeing it on my algorithm when it only had 1,000 views. This video now got 50K, which is nuts. Like, hey, man, like, he doing his thing, bro. It's a W video.